Welcome to the SVP50. Please listen carefully as there may be a few minor changes to the race format this year. It's an honour to start the race in Sudbury, birthplace of the famous artist Thomas Gainsborough. I'm going to take 5 minutes to run you through some safety notes ahead of the race, so please listen carefully. Make sure you've read through the detailed instructions that have been emailed to you. The following briefing is to highlight some of the key points from the document. In particular, please log into your profile on the Race Director website where you registered for the race. Check the mobile number, email address and emergency contact details while you're on there. Firstly, before starting to run, please make sure you have my mobile number recorded on your phones. This will be written on a sheet of paper by the bag drop and by the start line. This is only to be used in an emergency. If there is a serious medical emergency, use 999 in the first instance and then inform me. The route is marked with way markers, tape and glow sticks, so you've got really no excuses to get lost, but I know some of you will try your best to add some bonus miles. If you do get lost, check your maps or phones and retrace your steps to the last marker you saw. Please do not call me to tell me you're in a field next to a tree. If you are completely lost, text me your name, running number and what 3 words location, and we'll try our very best to help you. You'll start off by running along a disused railway line called the Valley Trail. Early on in the race, there is a road crossing as you leave Sudbury. We will have a marshal at that crossing, but please take care when crossing this road and listen to the marshal. Make sure your running numbers are visible as you approach the aid stations. The timing beacons are situated at the aid stations, so make sure your times are recorded when you're passing through. As you enter the aid stations, call out your number and confirm that the volunteers have recorded this. You'll need to use hand sanitizer before entering the aid station. The cut-off at the aid stations will be strictly enforced. You must leave the aid station before the cut-off. If you're behind the cut-off times, please hand over your race number to the volunteers. The volunteers will inform you if you are close to these cut-off times. Please be respectful to our volunteers along the course. They're giving up their spare time to ensure that you have a successful and enjoyable race. Also, please be respectful of other footpath users along the way. We don't have the right of way on the footpaths, so you should slow down and try and provide a suitable gap when passing members of the public. When overtaking other runners, please announce your presence when approaching the runner who is in front. The runner who is in front should then move to their left where possible to ensure there is adequate space on the trail for the other runner to pass. To ensure that this race can continue in the future, we also need to ensure that everyone abides by the countryside code. This means no littering outside the aid station areas. There are bin bags at the aid stations for gels and other wrappers. Also, please make sure you shut any gates before passing through, particularly if there's livestock in the fields. Shut the gate even if there is a runner directly behind you, as inquisitive cattle have managed to escape fields in previous years, and this causes a huge issue for the farmers. Please also take care when you're crossing any roads or fields, as it's harvest time and there may be heavy machinery moving around. If you need to withdraw from the race at any point, try and do so at an aid station. Inform the volunteers who will take your number. There will be minibuses to take you to the finish where the bags are located, but you may have to patiently wait for this minibus. If you withdraw anywhere other than at an aid station, please let me know by texting me so that we don't end up calling out the emergency services to look for you. In the past, we've been up until midnight tracking down runners who were actually safely home in their beds. There are a few fields along the route which have cattle in. If you're afraid of cattle, you can generally find an alternative route around the field or team up with another person as you cross the field. I don't think there's currently any bulls in the fields, but if there are, you should be fine unless you're running in a red t-shirt. Please make sure you keep yourselves well hydrated along the course and make sure you start eating to keep your energy levels up. Keep an eye on your fellow runners. If you see anyone in trouble, stop and make sure they're okay and check whether they need help. If you watch their back, they'll watch yours. There will be hot food available at the finishing line in Brantham. You will not be allowed into the bar in muddy gear, so please make sure you have changed before trying to enter. The volunteers at the finish will reunite you with your bag. Last thing to say, we hope you enjoy the route and thanks for joining us. The very best of luck, and I look forward to seeing many of you at the finishing line. Thank you.